visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
Hello, this is Cameron Cooper with Happy Hour. Thanks for being here. Today is Wednesday. We are live, September 22nd, 2010.
Don't forget it's a full moon.
And it is. Wow, thank you, Melissa. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Ow.
Is that actually tonight or tomorrow?
Well, technically, it's 5:18 in the morning tomorrow. But, I mean, it's pretty full right now. I can hear people howling.
Can you feel any kind of a difference going on right now?
Oh, definitely. I feel very frisky this evening.
I noticed. I saw that. You look a little frisky tonight.
Well, thank you.
Is that the full moon that does that?
Well, I like to think it's my natural charisma combined with the enhanced power of the full moon.
Yeah. And what about me? Do I look a little frisky or anything because of this full moon?
Well, there was a comment as to what you were doing in your room before I saw you this evening.
Charles, our producer, did you tell her something? He's shaking his head.
It was a little, I don't know, it caused some anxiety because I realized that I sent you a picture via email of myself earlier today.
Yes, I got that.
Yeah. And then suddenly you were locked in your room, Charles said, for a few hours. But
It was a headshot, for crying out loud.
well, and that's before you met Cammie Spiegel, but we'll get into that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the show, this is Happy Hour 2010, September 22nd. This is Wednesday. We are live in the studio with Cameron and Melissa. This is Happy Hour. Producer Charles Peterson. A great show from Robin Egan. Just the last hour. Robin, thank you. I was listening to the broadcast, and that Joey guy from New York and his wife, my God, what a pair they are, called in. He hasn't called into Happy Hour. I heard something on this Blu-ray show with Charles Peterson that he's got some bingo thing that goes on during our show, Melissa.
No, I heard through the grapevine that he just thinks that Robin is way sexier than you.
Oh, that hurts. Okay. Now listen, guys. Tonight we do have on our show actress and model Cammie Spiegel. Did I pronounce your name right, Cammie?
Yes.
Okay. She's going to be with us on the 7:30 hour, and we look forward to that. And she's going to talk about her projects and her career. And we're also going to have coming up celebrity segment, which we've had for many shows now. And I'm going to continue on with that and talk about the celebrities that I've encountered and how that happened.
Pussy on my lips.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Oh, gotta love Nip Tuck, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be actually, I thought we were maybe going to get to the Nip Tuck trivia this week, but I think maybe next week will be better. And
Name
maybe
the episode. Name the episode.
Name the episode, season 2, episode 9, maybe?
Put my pussy on my lips.
Oh, my God. That doesn't sound like it's from Nip Tuck.
No, it is. You saw it, didn't you?
I saw every episode, every naughty episode, and it doesn't
Well, they're all
sound like
naughty.
It. Yeah, well.
But that was especially.
Well, that's why you couldn't go wrong picking one. It doesn't matter. They're all kinky, so...
I couldn't go wrong picking you because you're very naughty.
Well, thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I'm a modern
that was
woman.
a compliment.
Okay, I'm just
For
double-checking.
crying out loud.
No.
Where's the love? Charles Peterson, is she not a sweetheart?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, is she naughty?
Yeah, I was going to
Not
say,
yet.
what the fuck is sweetheart? That's no.
No, look, you're a fantastic co-host,
Thank you.
and pretty soon I think you're probably going to be trying to take over this show.
Oh, I wouldn't do that to you.
But I've got duct tape, so beware.
I'm feeling naughtier.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Full moon, people. See what I'm talking about?
Frisky?
All right, so celebrity segment will be coming up also. In the news here, guys, I want to mention something very serious here. I cannot remember the guy's name specifically, but he plays for the Denver Broncos, a football player, 23 years old. Monday afternoon at 3:35 in the afternoon, he was found dead from a apparent gunshot wound to the head, suicide. Oh. And here's a guy that he had some injuries. He was on the bench, but he was an up-and-comer. And I'm thinking to myself, you've got a contract. You're so young. You're physically fit, minus your injuries. And you've got the whole world in front of you. And here you choose to put a gun to your head and end everything. Like, that is your solution, guys. This is not. This is serious, guys. When you're under stress and the world is caving in on you and your emotions are caving in on you, and let me tell you guys, I'm very emotional. I'm a Pisces. Pisces are very emotional, I've read. And I can speak from personal experiences that, yes, I've gone through heartbreak, I've gone through turmoil, I've gone through these sticky situations that put you at dire strait. And I'm telling you, this suicide is not an option. It's terrible. And you
selfish.
Football players, you sports players, you movie people, all these people that are out there maybe in more high-profile, stressful situations than the normal Joe like myself. Get help. Man, there's counseling out there. Yeah. Get help. Talk to a friend. Do something.
Don't lose touch with reality. Don't be that selfish. Because there's other people affected by the suicide. Yeah, no, it's very ignorant. It's very selfish to think that your problems are just that much more severe than the people around you that love you. So.
Yeah, and you're not that much more important than anybody else, and maybe that's part and parcel of it. Don't get a big head. Don't think that you're so above everybody else that your problems that you have are more important than anyone else, and that because you can't solve your problems, you have to put a gun to your head. No, you're just like everybody else. Get real, get grounded, go back to basics, and find yourself. If it means leaving football, leaving movies, leaving whatever, get grounded and find yourself, man. It's a great life. This whole life experience is fantastic. I babysat for my granddaughter, this morning, which I've been doing on a regular basis. She's about a month and a half old now. I started to say a month and a half years old, but that doesn't really make any sense. But no, she's so precious. That's life right there, and I'm holding her, I'm giving her a bottle, and she's just precious. Like, why would you choose to end something so precious just because you're 23 and you've got problems? I just don't understand it, guys. Get a grip, get counseling, and talk to a friend. People love you. We love you. Talk to us. Anybody with a comment, give us a call here at Wavelength Radio. This is Happy Hour, 877-835-1937. We want to hear from you. We want your comments. We're going to be coming up here with the celebrity segment in the next in the next quarter.
Even Charles is feeling
Put my pussy on my lips.
Are you getting weepy-eyed over there?
He's staring at Cammy.
Oh, no. Or is that the full moon? Is he staring at me in a weird way?
No, see, it's the full moon. We've got this dynamic going on. This is pretty dangerous if you think about it, okay? So we've got a bunch of bachelors, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And then we've got these two smoking hot chicks. I mean, Cammy's hotter. That's fine. But you got a blonde and a brunette.
Who's
and
the
then
other
you've
one?
got the full moon. You know what?
Can I hear that segment again?
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to hear Cameron get smacked. Anyway, Juno the dog. She's a beautiful female. But then you've got the full moon. You mix that all in with a little bit of hormones, and we're screwed. We're having a happy hour orgy in like 5 minutes, guaranteed.
Don't leave her out.
I put
Juno
her in.
is the
I put
radio
her in.
mascot.
She's graceful and beautiful. I just said Juno.
Yes, she is.
She qualifies as a brunette, right?
Yes, indeed. Melissa, I love you to death. Don't take anything to heart and go put a bullet to your head or anything like that.
I'll try not to, but the bondage thing, I mean...
And don't put one to my head either. But the bondage thing I want to talk about more. This is Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper and Melissa. We'll be back after this break.
You're listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
Hey, this is Cameron Cooper with Happy Hour. We're back with Melissa.
Cameron, I missed you on your 2-minute bathroom break. You want to tell us what that was all about?
Well, Cammie Spiegel is in the studio tonight. That's all I can say. Guys, welcome back to Happy Hour. We're happy for you to be here. We want you to give us a call. We hope you're listening and getting involved, okay? Get involved. This is live radio, uncensored, on internet. Get involved. Give us a call, 877-835-1937. We want to hear from you. Or you can check us out at coolwavepictures.com. Check the radio box.
Or if you want to see Cameron, because he's looking pretty frisky this evening, you can always check the live feed there and watch him real time.
Oh, I guess I should say hi to the live stream audience there. Hello. Thank you for joining us. I forget about that sometimes. Actually, most of the time I forget about it. Are you, when you were last week, were you thinking about the live stream that, oh my God, I'm on camera? And
Well, no, Dominic had all the big cameras on
Charles
different
Peterson.
angles, so that was a little bit more nervous about that.
yeah, that's right. That was a good interview with Dominic, wasn't it?
It was an awesome interview. I actually, Charles, I mean,
In the
grow up.
Kitchen,
Seriously?
Part 2.
No. Seriously, it's almost like you guys knew that I cooked red beans and rice for dinner earlier.
Did you bring me any of those red beans?
Not yet. I brought like 3 other containers of food, man. One thing at a time.
Such a sweetheart, guys. I got to tell you, Melissa brought over, my famous co-host here, she brought over home-cooked meal for me tonight. Is that love or what?
And
Charles Peterson.
And Charles Peterson. I didn't mean to leave you out, Charles. But it's apparently he likes it too. Maybe he already had some.
Yeah. Well, I can tell I'm here in the station with 2 males because it's farting noises. But anyway.
Guys, getting back to the show, this is Happy Hour. Thank you.
Charles.
Up next is Celebrity Encounters. Now, I've mentioned before the celebrities that I've encountered.
Never
Kurt
mind.
Costner from Land of the Giants. Way back in the day, a black and white sci-fi show that was on TV. And Johnny Cash and his daughter, Roseanne Cash. And Ricardo Montalban. And then last week was Jeffrey Osborne, a smooth singer. Back in the day in the 80s. And tonight, if I can get to it without all this extra noise, I'm going to enjoy you the visit of Michael Douglas. You guys want to hear about my celebrity encounter with Michael Douglas?
I'm not sure. Because here's the thing. I've always considered him as kind of hot. Yeah.
He's a handsome guy, isn't he?
He's pretty hot, and he's been with Goldie Hawn
Peterson.
for so long. It might. Go ahead. Yeah.
Are they're together? I thought he was with that brunette girl.
Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
No, not Kurt Russell. Michael Douglas.
Oh, for God's sakes! I'm all
Oh, my
confused.
God.
You know what? I was viewing both
Oh,
of them
she
in my
liked
head
Kurt
side by
Russell,
side.
apparently.
Yeah, both of them. They're really handsome guys. Sean Connery. Anyway.
Tonight, Sean Connery and Kurt Russell are fantastic actors.
Yeah, Michael
but tonight
Douglas
we're talking
is-
about Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas is married to Catherine Zeta-Jones, who is way hotter than Goldie. Sorry, Goldie. And it's probably one of the few couples on the face of the planet that I would,
I know. I actually think I find Goldie more attractive than the other girl.
Goldie's
the
very
brunette.
classic, but, Catherine's very exotic. I mean, it's all about your taste. Women, I can appreciate beautiful women.
What do you think? There's about 10 years difference there?
Ooh,
between those two girls
no,
or
I think
more?
I think there's
15?
more than that. Maybe, 15, 20, something
15,
like
20
that.
maybe?
Yeah.
But Goldie's, she's hot.
She's smoking hot. Don't get me wrong. They're totally
Goldie
different.
was actually on Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In back in the day.
I did
in
not
the
know
60s.
that. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she must have been like about 5 years old or something because she looks so young now.
Yeah, she's Well, she's aged very gracefully. I hear she hasn't had a lot of surgery. She's 50-something now, and yeah, she's gorgeous.
Well,
I mean,
she
look at her
doesn't look like
daughter.
Melanie Griffith.
Yeah. Aw, that's so nice of you. So nice.
I mean, what happened to her?
Oh, Melanie Griffith. Didn't she gain
Doesn't
like a
she
ton
look
of weight
like Kenny Rogers now?
or something like that? I heard that anyway. I heard she gained like a ton of weight and went
Talk
off and
about
lived in the
Nip Tuck.
mountains.
We
Oh
sh-
my god.
We'll hit on this stuff next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Or whenever we're going to do Nip Tuck, right?
Right.
But we are going to get our what do you call those things we dress up in?
Scrubs.
Scrubs. We're going to get scrubs.
We're gonna get scrubs.
And we're going to put our scrubs on, and we're going to mask on, and we're going to exfoliate.
Like
with it.
pussy
Yes, we
on
are.
my
Can we play
lips.
doctor?
Yeah. I'm thinking though maybe
I got a stethoscope.
maybe we should invite Cammie back to play doctor with us.
Cammy, you want to play doctor on Nip Tuck in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we're gonna need a subject.
Okay, she's on.
She's so gracious.
She's very gracious. Now, getting back to Michael Douglas, guys, celebrity segment. Now, back in the 1970s, I was out in San Francisco, and I was watching the filming of the streets of San Francisco with Michael Douglas and Carl Malden. And I think Carl Malden is no longer with us, but Michael Douglas certainly is. And if he can recover from his throat cancer or whatever he has, lung cancer or throat cancer, I believe. But God bless him on that. I hope he has a speedy recovery. He's a great avenue of success and accomplishments in the acting world. And I would certainly hate to see him go at such an early age. I think the guy is maybe like 60 or so. He's so young and such a great talent. What do you like about Michael Douglas there, Melissa?
Well, for starters, he's married to Catherine Zeta-Jones. Second, he's a sex addict, self-proclaimed. Recovered.
And you like that about him?
Well, for two reasons. Number one, because I think that it is definitely a problem in America today. We're totally sexually repressed. I mean, I can't even begin to go into that. That's another show. But Michael Douglas had the cojones to come out in public and say, yeah, I'm addicted to sex and I'm seeking therapy.
Now, see, I did
Hats
not know
off to
that
him.
about Michael.
Hats off to him, yeah. Well, and shortly
didn't know
after
that.
he got out of recovery, he married one of the iconic sex symbols of the entire industry, which was Catherine Zeta-Jones, so my hat off to him again. But yeah, no, you're right. He's a phenomenal actor. I think you see a lot of these actors that start off really, really well. Their career takes off, and then they kind of disappear into the shadows. Michael Douglas has been there nonstop throughout his entire career, and just about everything he's touched has turned to gold, and he's
It has.
got great talent, yeah. He's a good guy.
Fantastic. Basically, we were there on the streets of San Francisco. I forget the exact location. Don't know the city that well. I lived there for a short period of time in my younger years. And they were there in their probably 70-ish, 75-ish Lincoln Continental or LTD. And it was copper colored. And the guys were out there, the crew, they were just washing those windows because the scene that they were getting ready to film was, through the windshield. So they were just like sparkling that windshield inside and out. And Michael and Carl were just up on the side, leaning against the wall. Michael had his foot up against his butt, one leg up against the butt, and leaning against the wall kind of stance. And I just went up and I said hi. I'm probably like 10 years old or something, and he said, hey, hi. That was it. It wasn't anything, powerful or anything like that, but it was just a great encounter. And I used to watch all those shows, so I knew when I was watching Streets of San Francisco being filmed that I knew what I was watching, because I watched it on TV.
Right.
It wasn't like, my parents telling me, well, these are actors and, this and that. It's like, no,
you
I
got to
knew who
see
I was
it
looking
firsthand,
at.
yeah.
And I, of course, at that time, I'd already had, like, my encounters with these other celebrities. So, yeah, it's like, I'm surprised I didn't whip out a pen and say, hey, can I have your autograph?
You were just
But I was too shy.
I was
Very
going to say
shy.
you had a
I was a
star-studded
very shy boy.
childhood. That's quite a transition from where we're at today, isn't it, Cameron?
Well, I know it seems like it, but it's taken a lot of work to get there.
And a lot of drinks.
And a lot of drinks.
Yeah, a lot of alcohol. Hey, they make alcohol for a reason. I'm a bartender. I can't bash them for that.
Hey, man.
Liquid Courage.
Hallelujah!
If it wasn't for Liquid Courage, most of you guys wouldn't get laid anyway. So, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Oh, my God. Oh, the full moon is working.
Drinking.
Oh,
More mojitos all around.
the full moon is working, guys.
Pool party afterwards.
I was gonna say, does Cammie
Oh,
have
yeah.
a drink in her hand?
Guys, you are listening to Happy Hour with with Cameron Cooper and Melissa. And coming up next on the 7:30 hour is actress and model Cammie Spiegel. We look forward to that.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Is that it?
You're listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
All right, you're back. This is Cameron Cooper with Happy Hour. Tonight is Wednesday, September 22nd, 2010. It is the 7:30 hour, and that means one thing, Melissa.
Means we have a hot chick in the studio.
Yes,
oh,
indeed.
yeah, baby.
Cammie Spiegel, welcome to Wavelength Radio Happy Hour. Pleasure to have you here, hon. I went down to meet you before you came up to the studio, and you stepped out of this fabulous-looking black SUV. Yeah. And you stepped out, and I was so intimidated. You were like 7 feet tall. In this yellow dress with yellow pumps, and
Very well endowed.
very well endowed, and
Wedges.
just looking fabulous, and so happy to have you here. And so I'm a little bit intimidated. So if I stutter on my words, Melissa, can you pick up the slack?
I will try to make
put
up
my
for
tongue
your.
back in my mouth.
I was gonna say I'll try to make up for your blubbering idiotness.
Well, thank you. And there's a full moon.
Frisky, meow. Yeah, she's sitting in between us, but I think she's a little bit closer to me, just that much.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. So, Cammie, I have a quick question for you. I'm sure you're going to tell us all kinds of fun stuff about your career. And I saw you were in a few films. So I actually have two questions. Number one is, tell us a little bit about your own celebrity experiences, who you've worked with,
Okay.
and how nice they were to you, since you didn't have a lead role or whatever. I'm sure you were aspiring at the time, too,
Yes.
right? And then the other thing was I saw you were on Model Mayhem, and I actually did some previous modeling and tried to find some jobs on Model Mayhem, and I wanted to get your feedback on that too. But let's start with the celebrity experience.
Okay, well, on Piranha 3D, I worked with Jerry O'Connell, Elizabeth Shue, and some other celebrities. It was 13-hour days that we hung out, long days hanging out with the celebrities, amazing lunches, just being taken care of. Model Mayhem actually has helped me a lot, both good and bad. You can come across great photographers and really great work, or you can get sleazeballs who are just going to throw you under the bus, and they're not real photographers, they're just men with cameras.
Yeah, that's, they push Model Mayhem like it's the one safe haven for models, or it's the one serious place to go. And I think I found the same thing after working on there for a while. It's kind of a toss-up. It's like
Yeah.
reaching your hand into a box of chocolates,
You
It's-
never know which audition or thing to go to, because you got to do so much research online just to figure out if they're real or not.
Right, exactly. And then you've got to negotiate with them, and then, times are tough, so a lot of photographers want to do trade for print
Right.
or trade for CD. For those of you that don't know, it's when the photographer hooks you in. It's kind of a battle between the model and the photographer, I think, who has more experience. If the photographer feels like he's more established than the model, he kind of pushes that around and says, well, you should be paying me, but I'll go ahead and film you for free and give you
Right.
your prints. Is that right?
And exactly. I've been in the business since I was 13, so it's been 11 years now. And it's really hard still to tell if they're real or not until you do the research.
Well, it's a good thing you have an agent working with you, too, because
Yes.
I'm sure he helps you weed through some of that crap. And
Definitely.
so you don't get your time wasted all the time, because you're way too beautiful to be wasting your time.
Thank
This is
you
the
so
next
much.
big star right here.
Now,
hope
Cami,
so.
let me ask you. Excuse me. What was your most favorite project that you've worked on, and why was it such a highlight for you?
I think the most favorite project that I've worked on is probably for Visa. It was the first big gig I ever got, and it was in every bank in the U.S. Also, Runway Magazine internationally published me in a bikini, and it was really fun and cute. So
I'd like to see that.
I will show you, but
Okay.
definitely those have been really fun adventures I've been on. As far as acting, it was definitely Piranha 3D. It was the biggest movie I've done. The rest have been indie films, so.
Awesome. Now, when was Piranha 3D?
It was filmed last June, but it was released this August.
So that's your most recent big project that you've been in,
Yes.
probably.
It was so much fun, except the long days in the 120-degree weather in Lake Havasu.
Amen. Now, have people noticed you when you're out in public, in the limelight and things like that? Do people recognize you and approach you a little bit or stare at you or stuff like that?
Well, how does she
And how do you feel about
differentiate?
that?
How does she differentiate between who's...
Well,
I mean, this girl gets
Well,
attention everywhere, so how does she know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people look at you anyway, but I mean, do people approach you sometimes? And how do you are you okay with that?
I'm okay with it, definitely. I haven't been really approached for my what I've done in the industry, but I've always been asked my whole life if I'm a model because I'm 5'11", so I get that all the time, and also from like thedirty.com and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask you, so you're 5'11".
Yeah.
I was going to ask you how tall you were, because I know you had these shoes on that made you look a little bit taller even, but you're already taller than me standing on your bare feet.
Yes.
Okay, so even if you took your shoes off, I'm still intimidated. Okay, no, but seriously, with your diet, though, do you have a special diet, or do you just, like, eat McDonald's and Coke anytime you want, or do you really watch it?
I'm not really strict on my diet. I don't drink soda, that's about it. And I work out probably 4 times a week, just abs and legs and stuff like that. Pilates and yoga a lot.
Awesome. So, and also you're young, so you have a high metabolism, and so that burns a lot of energy and stuff like that. Now, myself, I'm a little bit older, so I have to watch that, so I'm trying to get some ideas. I'm in this 18 steps, 18 weeks of transformation with Bill Phillips. If you've heard of Bill Phillips' Body for Life, it's a good book. Check it out. You can get it. The old book was Body for Life, Bill Phillips. That was 1999, and just released this past year is a Bill Phillips Transformation. A lot of the same things, but it has a little bit more holistic and spiritual attributes to it. So about taking care of your body and your mind and putting it all together.
Nice.
Because these are stressful times we live in, especially with this economy we've had for the last 2 years.
Oh, definitely. It's been
So
horrible.
check that out sometime.
I
But I
will.
mean, you're doing a fantastic job, obviously.
I was going to say, she looks pretty healthy to me.
I don't think you need Bill.
you.
I don't. I don't think you need Bill Phillips' help right now. But maybe you can help him.
Okay.
Okay. He
I'll
has his
check
own
that
radio
out.
show, and he's got his website, and he has people that come on board sometimes to help them with other
Nice.
people
That sounds
set
good.
goals and want to set goals to look as fabulous as you do.
Oh, thank you.
Now, let me ask you another thing. Now, what's coming up in the future for Cami Spiegel?
I have a photo shoot next week, and then a cover of a magazine. Actually, 2 in the following weeks. Pretty much just photo shoots right now. A couple movies are filming in Phoenix, so just waiting to hear back from them. And I'm doing kind of a reality show, but that's kind of a little secret thing right now. So.
That's okay. Now, I'm not really big on reality shows. Okay, Mel? I'm really not. I know they've got a lot of them. Isn't Lost a reality show?
No. Lost is a drama. No, it's definitely not
It's
a
a
reality
drama
show.
reality show?
No. It's no reality show. It's film crew and everything. We know it's fake.
Oh, but it looks like it's a reality show, doesn't it?
Well, it kind of resembles Survivor, but it's more of a
Survivor.
drama.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar, but
Survivor is a reality show.
but it's not a reality show. Don't argue with me.
Isn't
I
it
watched
over?
I watched all 4 seasons.
But
It's
I
not
don't
a
like
reality
them.
show. Okay, well, I agree with you. I don't care for them because We know now that
The
90%,
Bachelor, The Bachelorette,
yeah,
and all these
90% of
things.
them
It's
are
like,
scripted and rigged.
they're scripted. What's real reality about that?
There's no reality. I tell you what reality is. Jackass, the movie.
I
Okay,
think The Real
yeah.
World was one of the first reality shows.
That
and
was
Survivor.
MTV, wasn't it? MTV
Yeah.
Real World. Yeah, that was real.
Well, it started that way.
Yeah,
but then
now-
they got into the whole, they
They
get
They're
played
fighting
in,
and kicking
yes.
people off,
they're
etc.
forcing drama, and it's causing problems. But whatever. She's not going to get involved in all that crap.
No, we don't need to worry about that with you, Cammie.
She'll do a reality show. She'll make it real, right, Cammy?
Yes, I would not make anything fake.
Yeah.
I'm better than that.
Awesome.
Now, Cammie, let me ask you another question. What is the worst project, and you don't have to name names or anything like that, but what's the worst project you can tell us about that was like, oh my God, how did I get involved with this? Tell me about that, because everybody's got one.
Actually, it was one of the best projects I've ever done. It's the Lingerie Bowl, but we got screwed over. We practiced for 6 months, 3 days a week, for 4 hours almost. And 2 weeks before the Super Bowl, 2 years in a row, our contracts got cut and we didn't get paid and got screwed over after all that time we worked and kicked our ass for.
That sucks.
That's really shady.
And there's
That's-
12 other teams. It's like the governor or someone in Arizona thought it was really sexist and cut us out of it, but there's like 12 other teams still doing it and having so much fun, but Phoenix got kicked out.
Well, I think that it was a little sexist of them to waste your time and cut your contract before paying you first, too. It's nice of them to take money out of her pocket basis of their own morals. But anyway.
Yeah. There's always a scumbag when it deals with politics and municipalities.
And pretty girls.
Always.
And pretty girls. Unfortunately, Cammie, when you're in this industry and you're such a beautiful young girl, and this kind of industry has vultures out there.
Always.
Okay, and of course you're well aware of that. So you keep your guard up. I know that you brought your agent with you tonight.
Yes.
A great guy. I think that's a great thing to do, is to have some backup.
Yes,
Don't go out into these things alone, and
Never.
get some supervision and some people that have been in the industry, that have the background, and give you some support and advice on how do I handle this situation.
Right, my mom's been on every audition with me when I was 13 to 18, and when I moved out to Arizona for the past 6 years, I've never gone anywhere by myself just for trust issues, and you never know who's out there as much even as you do research.
Amen, sister. You got it going.
And she's smart and beautiful.
Yes, she is.
See, she brought her agent because she knew you guys. She didn't want to be in the studio alone. Maybe she didn't know I was going to be here. But,
And I've met him. I've met your agent. He's a nice guy, but I think he knows jiu-jitsu, kung fu, or he's a ninja or something, so I'm going to be careful of this guy.
I was going to say, you said you were intimidated by Cammie, but I was kind of intimidated by the agent. I was like, whoa.
Well, we're both intimidated then.
Yeah.
Is it the full moon doing something here?
There's just
It
so
might
much going
be.
on. Yeah. So much going on.
Okay, guys. We will be back in a minute with Cammie Spiegel. We're going to talk more with her. This is Cameron Cooper with Melissa. You're listening to Happy Hour, and we will be back with you. Give us a call. We want listeners to call in. Ask Cammie a question. 877-835-1937. We'll be back after this.
Kiss, kiss.
You're listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
All right, guys, we're back. This is Melissa, and I've got Cameron here. He had to take
Hello.
another bathroom break.
Yes, I did. Full moon.
It's going to be a long night.
Hello,
Cammie's still
Cammie.
here with us. Yeah, I was going to say, Cammie's sitting here. And Cammie, I heard you had a clothing line that amongst everything else you're doing, you're actually designing your own clothing line. Is that right?
Yes, I am. It started in 2008. It's kind of a clothing line that's very unique. Every pair, it's mostly jeans and go-go tops to jewelry, and every single thing that you'll order is different. So you can design pretty much your jeans online to how many bleach spots you want, to holes, to which kind of jeans you want, relaxed fit or tight. And then the go-go tops are all you design from sequins to bandana style. But it's called Luscious Couture with a K, and you can find it online, and everything's different.
That sounds like a really cool concept, I have to say, because the problem with me, like, I like very original clothing. I get a lot of flack from friends. I go shopping at, say, the Goodwill, and I tailor fit my clothes. You know, I get them, altered.
Amen.
Oh, jeez. You guys. And putting all kinds of fun stuff on them, colors, whatever. But anyway, Cammie's given us an option to actually...
yeah, you get to design your own and
to
you
customize.
send it to
That's
you,
really
or
cool.
If you're local, you can bring your own jeans in or send your own jeans in that you don't wear much anymore but still fit you good, and I can just mess them up for you with paint or bleach or holes or
So you do
anything
this
want.
yourself?
Yeah, I do every pair myself.
Wow. So we got a little bit of a creative streak there. Obviously, modeling and acting is a little bit of an art there, but I'm saying as far as, splashing paint around and creating clothes, that's really cool.
It's really fun.
So my next question would be, do you have that dress on your website that you're wearing right now?
No, I don't. I have a similar one, though, in pink.
Okay. Because I'm single, and I'm thinking maybe if I borrow that dress, I might not be. But I was just curious. Maybe I'll just let her make me a pair of jeans. What about Daisy Dukes? You do Daisy Dukes?
I do Daisy Duke shorts, tops, everything.
That's hot.
Can you get Melissa a pair of Daisy Dukes?
I was going to say.
I would love to.
I
Yeah,
like
Cammy-
those Daisy Dukes.
I started a new job at a bar, and my boss
You
told
get
me
her
today
some
that
Melissa.
he wants
you
me to
get
be...
Melissa some Daisy Dukes, and she may not be single very long.
I was going to say, yeah. Well, and I'm going to make great tips at my new job. I got a new job today, but...
Hallelujah!
I know, it's a freaking miracle in
Where's
this
it at?
economy. Oh, my God. I prefer not to say just yet.
Oh.
But I start Friday, and I have to be scantily clad for happy hour, and I'm totally fine with that.
Daisy Dukes.
Yeah, that's what
Just
I'm
a
saying.
good old boy.
I will definitely get you a pair.
See, Cammie's going to hook me up. This is awesome.
I love it.
Ugh, I'm feeling so
I
excited
love these
right
full
now.
moods, I gotta tell you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Cammie,
Yes.
my friend Dave actually texts me. I think he's being a chicken shit right now. I asked him to call into the show because he has the hots for you. And I told him who we were going to be interviewing today, and he
Come
Googled
on,
you.
Dave.
Oh, gosh.
And so he's
Caller.
watching the live streaming right now, and he texts my phone, and he says, "Oh, my God, she's hot."
Well, call her, Dave. Call
That's what I
her.
said.
She's waiting for your call right now.
I
Come
gave
on,
him the number.
877-835-1937. Give Cammie Spiegel a call.
Yeah, he's single, and he's been working hard in the gym. He's ready to get a woman, too. I don't think Daisy Dukes will help him out, but maybe you can boost his confidence by saying hello.
I love to. Call in.
Dave, you hear that? Get your booty
Come
on
on,
the phone.
Dave.
It's a full moon. Ow!
877-835-1937. You're listening to Happy Hour with Melissa and our special guest, Cammie Spiegel. Now, Cammie, I want to ask you, or I should say, now, Cammie, you actually have a degree in radio broadcast, is that right?
Wow.
Or some studies in
Communications
that?
and PR.
I'm sorry?
From communications and PR from ASU, and my major is business.
That is fantastic. So you actually have some experience and training with radio broadcast.
Yeah.
Now, look out, Melissa. Okay?
You know what?
I actually started in high school.
Melissa, I know you were the first, okay? I know you were the first. And you know that saying, that the early bird catches the worm, and you were the early bird. You caught the worm.
Pink, the artist, has this little saying. I'm going to switch it around a little bit, but it's something like, when you meet a hot chick, you have two options. You can be jealous of her, or you can just realize how freaking hot she is. And I think with Cammie, it's the latter. Even if she took my job right now, I just sit back with the agent right there and watch.
Thank
You can help me.
And
Yeah, I was going to say, Charles might need
Melissa,
some
I
assisting.
love your attitude.
Oh, thank you.
You
Thank
are
you.
such a positive influence on me, and you brought me dinner, and you're getting some Daisy Dukes, and I just, God bless everybody.
It's all about the Daisy
I'm just
Dukes.
so happy right now, and there's a full moon. But I want to say, the early bird catches the worm, Melissa.
I suspect I have this funny feeling that you're going to nix the whole Nip Tuck show next week, and we're going to have something to do with Daisy Dukes. Cammie, can you produce something that fast?
Oh, wow.
Oh, definitely one day.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you want to give me some or I can make you some.
That's awesome. I want you to just write your name across the butt right there, so everybody knows who made them.
Okay.
So
No.
is it
Do it.
Nip tuck.
Nip Tuck? She doesn't need any Nip Tuck.
Like
She's
pussy
just
on
fine the
my
way she is.
lips.
So, Cammie, is it kind of weird dating as a model? Do you have problems with that? I mean, you don't have to get too personal, but, some guys, they feel a little intimidated by the career, first of all. Second of all, you're a beautiful lady, and you're busy, and you've got a lot of stuff going on. Does that make it hard to date?
Sometimes it makes it hard, but there's a lot of guys out there who are willing to put up with it, but I'm very, very picky, so it depends.
Yeah, she's like me. She holds out for the real thing. Well, I mean, Juno wants to get in on this interview with Cammie too. Even the dog wants to sit next to her,
Full
folks.
moon.
This is unbelievable. Yeah,
You guys.
our animal instincts are coming out, whether we
I'm
like it
still
or
trying
not.
to give my punchline here, guys. I'm going to try it one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, Cameron.
Okay. The early bird catches the worm.
Right.
Okay. But the second mouse eats the cheese. Okay. You got to think about it for a second.
You got to be able to speak Cameron, Charles. Work with me here.
No, the early bird gets the worm, but the second mouse eats the cheese.
Right, I got it. What does that mean? That mean when I leave for a cigarette that you're gonna
I'll
swoop
be
up
on-
Cammie and that's gonna be the end of it?
Watch your back, baby.
I'll fight you for
Watch
her.
your back. You better get some Daisy
We'll
Dukes,
lock you
right?
out.
Oh, listen to this. Cammie's already turning on me.
I'll still get you
now
some
Mrs.
Daisy
Sweet
Dukes,
Candy
though.
is like,
She'll give me the Daisy Dukes, but she's locking me out of the studio to be alone with 3 men. Cammie, I don't know, man. You're brave.
Actually, I'm kind of scared.
Keep me for backup.
Now, guys, I have not heard any callers call in about celebrity segment.
Yeah, shame on you, Dave. I'm never speaking to you again. You know those brownies I made for your birthday? I'm eating them.
The ones with the, the extra special ingredients.
Yeah, it's got some squishy stuff in there. Fudge and, yeah.
Semen?
No.
Oh, my God.
That was just, you know what,
That
Charles?
was uncalled for.
Oh, God.
Okay. I'm going to have to take a break after that, I think.
I'm not feeling hungry anymore.
No, guys, I want to talk about coming up now in the next hour from 8 to 9 is the Mackenzie Show. Now, Brian is unable to be with us tonight. God bless you, sir. I hope you're able to listen in if you can. We will be handling the Mackenzie Show from 8 to 9. We have a special guest on. Max is going to be here. He has some conspiracy theory elements to provide to us. We look forward to interviewing him, and some more songs and some great news coming up here. And Juno is attacking Melissa,
Juno's trying to eat my hand. Do you feed this thing?
and I apologize for that. Juno is the radio station Wavelength Radio mascot.
She's beautiful, but
She's
she's
a
vicious.
sweetheart. She is a husky. She has a brown eye and a blue eye. And she is named after Juneau, Alaska, even though her spelling is a little bit different than Juneau, Alaska. Her spelling is Juno. Is that right? But Juneau, Alaska, I believe, is Juneu or something like that.
She's a beautiful dog, but there's some going on with her right now, Charles. What do you do to her? Anyway, let's get back to Cammie. Cammie, we are so happy you're here. I mean, it's way better than looking at Charles all night. Number one. Number two. Love you, Charles. Kiss, kiss. Oh.
She brought you dinner, Charles. You can
Yeah,
forgive her for
I
that.
bought you dinner, and I'm going to be wearing Daisy Dukes apparently
Yes.
next week, so I
I'm
don't want to
glad
hear
she brought that
anything.
up.
No
Can it
complaints
be
from you
right
guys.
Now I'm very impatient.
I've got ripped jeans on. Does
Come on,
anybody
Cammie.
have some scissors?
Get up.
Cammie, you want to get out your finger paint?
I don't have any bleach or paint on me.
Oh, we can work something out. You guys got bleach? Let's work it out. No, Cammie's got Luscious Couture, right?
Yeah, with a K.
With a K. Check her out online. Get some clothes from her, because it sounds hot.
It does. Cammie, you are a multi-talented personality. I love that. And I hope to have you back on the show again.
I would love to come back.
And we would love to have you back. Now, I want to ask you something. This is maybe, it could be personal, but it could be professional too. Do you have a favorite fragrance that you like, and would you like to promote that? Do you have one yourself that you want to promote, or you have one that you buy that you just really love?
I bet it's called Cammie. But anyway.
It would be called Cameo
Not
Patron,
yet.
but you should have one.
I don't have a fragrance yet, but my favorite fragrance is Gucci Envy Me. I've been wearing it for about 3 years now. I love it.
Okay.
Well, a little suggestion here. I would hope that in the near future that we could have a Cami fragrance coming out, and maybe you can get that in the works.
You know, I was talking more under the full moon sense. I was trying to refer to the fact that Cami has her very own special fragrance as a woman. And, you know, certain people can pick up on that, and it's part of her whole charisma. Everybody just, it was right over their head, but that's all
No,
right.
I agree that.
Yeah.
I agree
It's
that.
called Cami. No.
No.
Hopefully,
No, everybody does have their own body
Right.
smell, you know, and infants pick up on that, you know. It's like they know without even their eyes closed, they can smell who you are, you know, and they love
Well,
that.
and we subconsciously as adults pick up on that, pheromones and body sense, and, you know.
Yeah.
There's this term called synesthesia, and it's describing when you smell, hear, see something, and you automatically tie that in with a memory from the past. And so,
Yes.
but that involves a sense of smell as well, and we do that subconsciously. So I'm subconsciously going to be thinking about Cami all freaking week. I don't know. I'm supposed to focus on a new job. Jeez. And my Daisy Dukes. I'm so excited.
This sounds like a new show right there.
Yeah?
Okay. Mallory, are you listening tonight, Mallory?
Oh, Cameron, are you
Okay.
feeling left out? Here, come here. Let's love on Cameron for a minute.
Well, I
Cameron,
know you guys are
you
talking
sexy
about
bitch.
you and Cammy, you know. Okay, I'm not Buddha. I'm not good luck.
Oh,
Don't rub
no,
me.
it's okay. We love
Okay.
you. We got to have some testosterone in the room to balance out the beautiful estrogen over here.
Oh, yeah, and I have so much testosterone.
Yeah. Oh.
Do you like those?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
Look, should I get battleships on those things or what?
That we don't have tickets
Like
to that gun
Popeye?
show. We don't have
Yeah.
tickets to that gun show. Yeah, no.
Guys, it's been fantastic. This is Cameron Cooper with Melissa with Happy Hour. This has been a fantastic show. Cammie Spiegel, thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you
tonight.
so much, Cammie.
It's been a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much. It's been fun.
And I hope you will come back again.
Yeah, and please check out her clothing line.
I hope so.
Please,
Yeah,
please.
do you have a website to give us? If
I-
not, we can put it on our Facebook for Happy Hour.
I have lusciouscouture.com, Cammie Spiegel on Facebook, IMDb, and MySpace.
Fantastic. Guys, look it up. We will put this on the Facebook link, Happy Hour Facebook, and look us up. Give us a call, 877-835-1937. This is Cameron and Melissa with Happy Hour. Coming up is the Brian McKenzie Show, hosted by Cameron and Melissa. Stay
Bye,
tuned.
guys. We love you. Mwah.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace.
You're listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
This is a Wavelength Radio special presentation.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
We're back.
Thank you for being here. This is the Brian McKenzie Show. Ding-a-long, ding-dong. How was that, Brian? Did I do that okay?
So what is that just his entry line, or is that what he says when he's really excited, or what is that?
I think he's excited and it's his entry line all at the same time.
Okay, all right.
You want to hear it?
I'd love to hear it. Can we hear it?
Yeah, let's hear an
Yeah,
example.
let me load it, but keep talking.
Let's
Okay.
load it.
We'll
But
compare
anyway,
it.
We're filling in tonight for Brian McKenzie. Brian, God bless you. We will look at you next week when you're here. And sorry you couldn't make it. We're filling in for you. Pardon my French.
I think he's playing hooky. It's
And,
the full moon. He's playing hooky.
But we've got a great show for you tonight, Brian. And guest, give us a call here at the Brian McKenzie Show. We know you've got listeners out on the East Coast, in Massachusetts and New York. We know that you're a New York Yankees fan. God bless all you guys. Oh, my God. I wish Joey would call right now.
Your face is so red right now, Cameron.
I just embarrassed myself. I almost gave myself away.
Well, you kind of look. You kind of look like you're a little constipated there or something. I don't know.
Here's Brian McKenzie.
Kind of. You're.
Booyakale Moo again. This is the Mackenzie Show. Wednesday, August 15th.
And he's collected. Here's Brian McKenzie.
There you go.
Moo again. This is the Mackenzie Show. Wednesday.
Did he just say
August
moo
15th.
moo?
Moo moo.
Wow.
Hello, shall moo moo.
Well, I guess it's the same thing as kiss kiss. He says moo moo. I
I'm
say
trying
kiss
my
kiss.
best, Brian, buddy. Hello, shall moo moo.
I don't think you've had enough liquor.
I'll try again. Let me finish this. We'll try it again later in the half hour. We're listening to the Mackenzie Hour. And that was a great show, Melissa, with Cameron Cooper and Melissa for Happy Hour. That was a fantastic show.
I agree.
And I really enjoyed listening to it.
I did too, and I love Max, the guest we're going to have on a little bit later, but no offense, Max, you're just not nearly as hot as Cammie, so I'm kind of missing her already. She's not sitting here next to me.
I'm sorry, Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I welcome Max for being here. We look forward to his interview. That's going to be fantastico.
Yes.
That's my new word I created here.
I like it. It's kind of like disastrophe for me. We've talked about this.
Yes, we have.
If
And
if it's worse than a disaster and it's worse than a catastrophe, then it's a disastrophe.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Now, guys, I want you listeners out there, Dale Anderson, David Salinas, Cody Everett, Chris, all of you guys, I know you're out there, you're listening. Give us a call, 877-835-1937. We want to hear from you. Coming up this hour, we're going to talk about sports. Okay, the New York Yankees. We're going to talk about New York sports clubs and New York in general. We're going to talk about Taxi Driver with Robert De Niro. Okay, we're going to talk about everything involved with New York because Brian McKenzie is all about New York, guys. New York.
I knew there was something about
and
him that was
also
a little
for the
off.
entire show, Melissa and I are going to be talking with a New Yorker accent. It's a New York state of mind. Is that right, Melissa?
I don't know if I could do New York.
Can
Now-
you try? Give it me your best. What's that gal from that one show? The obnoxious talking one that always talks like that.
I can't distinguish between you and her right now, but yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I can do a Jersey accent. I'm from
You
Jersey.
hear the Jersey. Hear the Jersey.
I'm a Jersey girl.
Do me some more.
It's not talk, it's talk.
It's talk.
So we was talking, then we was walking to the car, and I was like, oh my god, and then, yeah, that's Jersey.
And do you use a little bit of cuss words once in a while?
Fucking A.
Oh, yeah, fucking A.
That's Boston.
Well, the Boston would say, why don't you go suck a nigga's dick?
Oh my goodness.
Don't they say that? Did you hear that in the movie, right?
It's definitely a full moon, folks. Definitely a full moon.
This is the Mackenzie Hour here.
Wow.
At Wavelength Radio.
If we're
We're
gonna,
not censored on this show.
if we're gonna go that route, Cameron, I prefer the word cock and not dick, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that out there. Anyway. Anywho, more mojitos. Everyone, more mojitos.
More mojitos, guys. All right, coming up after the Mackenzie Hour, we are going to have the regular round table, and we look forward to that.
It's not round.
It's a little square, but so am I.
Okay, yeah, well, at least admitting it's the first step, right? But you're on road to transformation. We've talked about this. I'm not
Yes,
going to
we
give you.
have.
I'm just joshing.
Am I
with
in the
you,
12-step
Cameron.
program yet?
I love you, Cameron.
Am I in the 12-step program?
I don't know. You tell me.
Should I be?
I thought it was 18.
Oh, it is 18 for me.
Okay, all
But
right.
I'm talking about the other 12-step program.
Well, there's quite a few of them these days.
You
That's
know,
why you need to kind
I
of
was
let me
talking
know.
about sexual addiction.
Okay, all right, sexual addiction. I've been through that program.
We were
3
talking about
times.
this earlier on the other show.
It doesn't work. I just want you to know it's a complete waste of time. Yeah, really the only
So it's
thing.
not going to help me.
No, it's not going to do anything for
So
you.
what's my cure?
Castration.
Oh my God!
I know it's pretty bad. That's really the only answer I've found. I don't really think it works, but like we were just talking about Michael Douglas. Come on now, the man supposedly recovered from a sex addiction, and then he
Now, I
marries
gotta
one of
tell
the
ya,
most beautiful
I
women on the
didn't-
face of the
I
planet.
did not know that Michael Douglas suffered from a sexual addiction
Yeah,
thing, and it came
yeah.
out with that with the public and all that.
Self-admitted. He came out there with a press release and said, "Yes, I am a sex addict and I'm going through recovery. But by the way, I'm going to marry Catherine Zeta-Jones and knock her up immediately." I mean, it's
But let me ask you this, Melissa. Now, was there something going on at that point in time in his life where he felt that he needed to say that? Was he like under the guns with some
Hello?
lawsuit?
Hello?
Charles.
Hello, Charles Peterson's on the radio show tonight.
I'm telling you.
Welcome, guys, on Brian McKenzie
No,
show.
this is your show. You just have a 2-hour special presentation. But anyway, I just want to come out of the closet right now and say...
He's a sex addict.
I'm a sex addict who can't get any sex.
Wow.
So what do I do about that? I just want your guys' input
Well,
here.
Charles, that would make you a masturbation addict, first of all.
Yes.
Because
Well, besides that, though, he's asking for help because...
Well,
you know.
but he needs to be able to have sex before he can ask for help in that arena.
No, I don't want
right
help.
now,
I
he's
love
gonna-
sex.
Okay,
I don't want any help.
But you want help getting laid, obviously. Okay.
Yes.
Like you want
Yes.
Cammie's
There's
phone
a
number.
new
'cause
contest.
Cammie gave me your phone number.
Yeah,
by the
I know.
way.
I had we had the porn star on one week, and we had her on another week, and next week we got to do a contest.
Okay, well, here's what you need to do. If I could say this, I mean, if I had a suggestion as a woman, you want to find...
You're a woman?
I am. It's questionable sometimes.
And she's
but
hot.
Thank you. My balls are duct taped back right now. But anyway,
Prove it.
another day. Daisy Duke Day.
Okay,
Daisy Duke
okay.
Day.
Daisy Duke Day. Remember, be patient. Patience.
It's going to be like that Lady Gaga video. Anyway, I would suggest that you have another young porn star on, and I would suggest that you find the dumbest one that you possibly can and convince her that this is going to take her career soaring to new limits and audition her. I mean, that's really terrible.
Okay,
but
wait. You'll help me because you're the female, so they trust females.
I will convince her,
Okay,
yes. I will
great.
put on a suit, and I will let her know that I'm the agent for the station and that, she's going to have to audition with you so we can attest to her abilities and promote
do
her.
photos, too.
Yeah, well,
This
we
is
could.
such a
Yeah.
setup, guys.
This is
And
terrible.
I want you guys to know
Remember?
that
I'm a
I'm not part of
photographer.
this.
Yes, okay.
So-
Charles is a photographer.
Yes.
We need a videographer. So, Cameron,
No,
you want to be the
no,
videographer?
That's me too. That's me too.
Oh.
He's
That's me too.
he's the whole.
You're going to be
package.
a little
That's
busy,
my film
Charles.
over there.
Your hands are going to be a little busy.
No, her hands are going to be a little busy.
No, as you can see, this is a movie.
I'm going to let you guys get back to your show.
Charles
Okay.
Peterson, our producer here, he is a movie producer. He's made many movies. And this movie here, which has got a lot of controversy here in the Phoenix market, here at the screen filming previews.
Sex and
Patrick
violence.
Adam and Carrie Fee, Sex and Violence. Now, I was actually on the set during one of the scenes of this.
Now,
filming.
wait. Is this an indie film or is this an actual pornographic film?
No, this is not porno. This is an actual short feature.
Okay.
It's a short feature. It's
All right.
about
Short film.
13 minutes. About 13 minutes long.
Okay.
It features. This is written, directed, and produced by Mr. Charles Peterson, our producer of the radio show.
Okay.
It's starring Patrick Adam
Who's
and
no longer with us.
who's no longer with us here on the radio
Mm-hmm.
show, and Carrie Fee. She's been in a lot of movies and projects, and Sex and Violence. This was actually sort of flavored after the David Cronenberg film Crash.
Okay.
If you're familiar with that,
I am.
Of course, you know Cronenberg did The Fly with what is that guy's name? That guy that
Jeff
talks.
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum, right,
The
right.
guy that sort of talks weird.
Yeah.
Okay, Cronenberg, who's a Canadian, we spoke with his team here several weeks ago, or several months ago actually, and we got them a copy of this,
Okay.
and because this was the flavor of and the inspiration of this.
So
film.
you wanted to kind of get some feedback from him and see how he felt about how you emulated his film,
Yeah, basically.
in a sense. Okay.
In a sense,
and
yeah.
so what was the feedback then?
Basically, we're still waiting to have some feedback on that as far as if he can actually give a professional response out that
Some
we can actually
constructive
put
criticism,
in print.
right,
Something
right.
put in print and
Uh-huh.
actually put on a video.
Right.
We're still waiting for that.
Okay.
We've spoken with his son, Brandon, who's also Canadian, and we're still waiting to get something on board that we can actually put in print
Gotcha.
and actually put on the back of the video.
Okay, very cool. So where can we find this video, Charles? I mean, where are you distributing this?
Right now it's running film festival run.
Very cool. Very cool. All right.
But now this was very controversial, though. The
Cave Creek.
The Cave Creek Film Festival had this submitted and
It was
accepted,
selected.
and it was selected. Sex and Violence by Charles Peterson.
And then they ousted you at the last minute, yeah?
Yes, that's exactly what
Well,
happened.
that's what I'm talking about with the damn sexual repression in America. This is,
But
you know...
this gets more interesting, though, Melissa. Listen
boy.
to this.
Okay.
Okay? The originator of the Cave Creek Film Festival, after this rejection happened, after it was selected, and it was rejected after the fact, she resigned. And she created the Cave Creek Film Festival, and she resigned because of it.
Wow.
She refused to be part of this censoring that was going on in a film festival that she created. So she resigned as a part of it. It was in every newspaper and every broadcast.
So
in the Phoenix Valley.
she was a proponent of the film. Then she wanted it to be in the
She's
reviewing
a proponent,
and
yes,
okay.
of this film,
and she was
of
overruled,
non-censoring.
and so she resigned because she was. You know, that's very cool of her to stand up and do that and say something about it.
Janet,
That's,
is that her name?
Suzanne.
Excuse me. Oh, Suzanne. Yes.
Okay.
And she's a real card. I'm telling you, she's so down to earth. She's so whole, and she's so in touch with what's going on out there with films and with rules and regulations. And it's like, and then she gets so involved with this and so emotionally attached that she actually loved the film. It was selected, and then they rejected it on some whatever grounds it was. And she said, "You know what? I don't want any part of this."
Yeah, she took a stand. She was passionate about what she did, and she took a stand and said, "This is not what it's supposed to be about." Good for her. Absolutely. Hey, Suzanne, if you're listening, thank you. That's we need more people like you out there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I hope that she goes out and she starts another kind of film festival.
Me too.
That she can have less censoring on
Right.
and promote films that should be seen. Because
Right.
I've seen this film many times, and I saw it at another film festival. It was actually at the Phoenix Film Festival.
Okay, very cool.
Was it not, Charles? Phoenix Film Festival. But
Awesome.
yet Cave Creek rejected it
Wow.
after they selected it. Isn't that weird?
That's very strange, especially for a town that has many a biker and gay bar and so on and so forth. It's very interesting what they choose to pick on and censor. But, you know, that's America. Once again, what I was going to say was just my little tiff on sexual repression. You know, in Brazil, they have, like, naked Charmin toilet paper commercials, okay? But here, we're all concerned that Janet Jackson's, popped out of that bra where no one could see it. I mean, Jesus, we all had to go back and rewind the film like how many times to even see it pop out? But that was the scandal of the century, and you go down to Brazil and there's naked women walking around advertising Charmin. Who cares, you know? I mean, that's America for you.
Yeah, we're really hung up, and I don't know if that is America or if that somehow comes from the British element of where we came from. I don't really know if that's connected or not. But anyway, nonetheless, though, there's definitely a difference, and sexual expression is different here in the United States than it is in most countries. And what we consider the standard or the morale, or morale, I guess.
Yeah.
It's different.
The norm.
Yeah, the
whatever.
norm.
Yeah.
And we're a little bit suppressed, and we have some hang-ups.
Oh, we've got some
And
serious
it makes for some interesting TV and some interesting movies and stuff. But unfortunately, these movies and these TV shows that we watch that are so interesting, it also is because I think that these ideas and these complacencies of these virtues that we place upon sexuality in the United States, it gets ingrained and it goes from generation to generation.
Absolutely.
And then you have outs of things, of outbursts of repression, and it results in unfortunately in a lot of like crime, where you have rapes and obscene situations where because of repression, some very terrible negative things can happen. And we'll be back with you in a minute. This is Happy Hour with... This is the Brian McKenzie Show.
Happy hour.
It's still happy. It's an extended happy hour. It's full moon, and we're feeling frisky today. It's an extended happy hour.
And we'll be back in a minute. Next week, Melissa with her...
Next hour.
No,
Half
with the
hour.
Daisy Dukes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's still... Charles, he's still caught up on the Daisy Dukes. He's a little distracted.
Well, okay, we'll be back in just a minute.
listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
What's up, guys? We're back. This is Cameron and Melissa with an extended happy hour show today. We know you're so thrilled to hear us for 2 whole hours in a row. Try to contain your excitement. We've got a guest here with us. It's a good friend of mine. We're just going to call him Max. And Max.
Hi, Max.
Hey. Is that mine?
Yeah, we're going to give Max a microphone here.
Testing.
Yeah.
And thanks for being here tonight, Max. We appreciate that.
Yeah. Max has got all kinds of fun stuff to talk about. We can ask him anything, Cameron.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And guys, thanks for being here. And we want your input. We want you to call in, give us a question, give us a comment, whatever you want to do. Give us a call, 877-835-1937. This is Happy Hour extended version here tonight. Brian McKenzie is out, and hope you'll be back and be well soon, McKenzie, next week.
He's not sick.
He's playing
not
hooky.
sick.
No,
Okay.
he's playing hooky.
So he's playing hooky.
He went on vacation.
Oh, he's on vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Brian, I hope that you're having a great Makalakaluwa! Great vacation in Hawaii or wherever the hell you're at.
He's taking those proactive steps to get laid, kind of like you and Charles want to, and you're asking me for advice. See, Brian's out there looking for the women right now. God only knows where
Who
he's
said
at.
I wasn't getting laid?
Okay, I didn't say that, but there was an insinuation there.
Don't take any insinuations like that. I might be getting laid just last night. Who knows?
Okay.
I don't know, but somebody knows.
Touche. Hey, you guys probably get laid more than I do.
Just
That's
bring
the
me those
surprising
Daisy
factor.
Dukes.
Daisy Dukes is all about it.
Oh, yeah.
Max, what do you think about me wearing Daisy Dukes on next week's show? I'm getting
invited back.
I can.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. I want you guys to sign them. I'm thinking we should, after Cammie's doing her thing with them, she's done doing her thing, we'll get some finger paint. You guys can scrawl your names on them.
Oh, my God. Finger paint and
I
Daisy
said that
Dukes?
Daisy Dukes, Charles. One thing at a time. One asset set at a time.
No,
Yes,
I like
patience.
that. Finger paint and Daisy Dukes? I'm going to be here next week.
Oh, boy. Topless body painting. What? No. Anyway.
I'm showing up next week.
Auction them off.
Auction. Ooh, Max, he's
I tell
a
you what.
businessman.
You know what, Melissa? This is so hot. Patrick Adams is going to show up next week.
Take me back, please. Charles, take me back, he's going to say. It's too late, Patrick. It's too late.
You missed it, buddy.
Yeah, Max says he wants to come back next week, so I'm sure Robin will be here, too. Anyway, and Max is a little bit of a photographer, too. I don't know if I can tell everybody that.
I love your mic stand, by the way.
Thank you very much. Brian McKenzie actually bought this for me back in 2006, I think.
Wow.
And it's been part of the radio station for all these years.
It's pretty cool.
Great. That's what all the latest.
It's sort of like Home Depot-ish, but it really works, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it works. Sorry, what was your question?
Oh, I was just saying to everyone that you're a little bit of a photographer yourself. So when the model makes my Daisy Dukes, Cammie Spiegel, and I wear them next week, and you come back to the show, you can maybe take some pictures
there
for
we go.
everyone. Yeah, see?
How about bring the other one back, too?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Cammie, yeah, dual model shoot there. She can wear her Daisy Dukes, I can wear mine.
Yeah.
Double Daisy Dukes?
Yeah. I don't know if Charles can handle that. Oh, Robin's even offering to wear
the
some.
Doublemint-
Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon.
the Doublemint twins.
Oh,
the great
baby.
thing about photography these days, you don't have to waste all that money on film. You just spend it on alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
Cameron would love that.
Well, it's for the girls.
It's for the girls, you
Oh, well,
guys.
I'll be dressing up in drag that week.
Oh,
you
boy.
didn't catch my drift there.
Shots of tequila for the girls only.
Right.
You stick to the mojitos, Cameron. No, I'm kidding. Oh, so Max, I wanted to talk to you about some conspiracy theories because, it'd be so much fun. You want to talk
I
about?
was ready. No, I was going on. Okay, well, I wasn't ready for that, but
You weren't ready for that? What do you want us to talk about then? Let's talk about. You want to talk about your love
Do
life?
celebrities or something.
Okay, well we can do a celebrity segment. Yeah, Max wants to talk about all the celebrities he knows.
Well, well,
No, we did celebrity segment earlier,
Oh, you
and
did?
I was talking. No, you heard. I think maybe I was talking about my latest my latest entry into all the celebrities I've mentioned. That I met Michael Douglas and Carl Malden back in the 1970s, filming the Streets of San Francisco TV show back in San Francisco. I got to encounter them and watch them filming.
Oh, okay.
Max.
It was a great
Right,
great
that's
kick.
right. I hate to trump you, but how about Jim Neighbors?
Oh my God!
Just kidding.
He's dating himself right now.
Jim Neighbors.
Well, no, I was only like 7 years old. I was going to start chronologically. Jim Neighbors, Mayberry RFD, Gomer Pyle. You know those shows? Remember
No,
those?
but I always said that Jim Neighbors and Rock Hudson got together and
There
they
you
had
go.
an illegitimate child. It was Richard Simmons.
There you go. I like that. Chronologically, jeez, now I can't remember.
Just shoot some out there, man. ZZ
Well, I
Top,
think-
Tom
I think
Petty,
one-
Motley
Yeah,
Crue.
there's lots of musicians. It's funny. I met a lot of musicians through the music bit. What?
Uh-oh. I think Max's
that off?
microphone.
Yeah.
All this time?
Yeah, but we were picking them up.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Am I too loud now?
That's better.
Okay, there we go. One of the good ones. There's a lot of little people like. Well, I shouldn't say little people. There are a lot of lesser known people.
I'm a little people.
That used to come around like Deborah Van Valkenburg. I don't know if you remember her. Greg Evigan, BJ and the Bear.
BJ and the Bear,
There were all
yes.
these kind of people. But my favorite was Jack Nicholson.
Awesome.
And Nicholson used to hang around the Roxy and the Rainbow on Sunset Strip. And he had he owns that same black limousine that you saw in Witches of Eastwick, that Mercedes, that
No
stretch.
joke, yeah.
But he drove it himself. I mean, it was a killer car. So you could spot him a mile away. So my buddy, we had a black-on-black Cadillac. So, we looked like we were undercover, too. Or there's actually a mafia restaurant in that neighborhood. There's a lot of mafia. So anyway, we would see Jack pulling out and taking off towards home. And so I knew where he lived. And I'd tell my buddy, get on his bumper. So we'd get right on his bumper. We'd tail him, and he'd get all freaked out. He'd gun it, and he'd try to lose us down a side street. But I knew all the streets, so
This
I'd go,
is
okay,
really
I know where he's
starting
going.
to piss me
So we'd
off.
go around another way, and we'd be waiting for him at the next stop sign ahead of him. And he'd see us again. He's like, holy fuck, it's those guys again. So we'd tailgate him for a while, and he'd gun it, and he'd lose us again. And we would do this like for 45 minutes, drive the guy nuts. And then we would
Terrorizing
leave
him.
him, and we'd go up and just park right in front of the gate in front of his house. And he'd pull in front, and he'd see us, and we'd yell out something like, R.P. McMurphy, yeah, you rock! And he'd be looking at us like, who the fuck are those guys? And this went on for like about a year. We did this, like, it was wild. And, I
He
never...
liked the engagement.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never knew what he thought.
Only you, Max. You terrorize a big-name celebrity like Jack Nicholson just for the hell of it.
He'd
I
look out the
kidnapped-
window and
I
he'd
actually
go,
kidnapped that
this is really starting to piss me off.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
That's pretty
gotta tell that
good,
one.
Cameron.
Thank you.
Who's popular in the music? I've known Slash since...
Slash! Did he get a haircut yet?
I don't know. I don't.
Doesn't he look like the Thing from the Addams Family?
Kind of, yeah. He's got a couple of different looks. Unfortunately, I still know the guy, so I
Dun 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 dun.
can't tell any stories about him. Of course, he wouldn't remember any of them.
Max, he's probably on a gag order. Yeah, he probably wouldn't even.
That's not, I'll tell one. I'll tell one. My roommate slash. Well, anyway, I won't say that. But anyway, my Wendy and I had this apartment in Laurel Canyon, right above the Canyon Country Store. I don't know if you know where that is. But anyway, right next to the Jim Morrison, the Pamela Curson house. So
Ooh.
anyway, we were between the Pamela house and the Pamela DeBar house. If you know, I'm with the band, that groupie book from a long time ago. Well, anyway, they're all famous in L.A. So we had his house, and we overlooked the restaurant and the parking lot. And Slash would pull up in his black 67 Corvette with the red hourglass on the hood, like the Black Widow. And he'd come out with his bottle of Jack Daniels, and he would run into the restaurant. And I'd be sitting there on the balcony playing my guitar, and I'd yell back to the back bedroom because, Wendy's room. I go, Slash! And it's like a fucking tornado, man. She would just come ripping through that house. bust through the door, down 3 flights of concrete stairs. We had these, like, 3 flights of concrete stairs to get to the apartment. And she'd be gone for about 20 minutes, half an hour. And then I'd hear her coming back, and she'd go in the room, slam the door, and I go, "Did you get any? Could he get it up? Huh? No? What?" She could never get him up those 3 flights of stairs. And I just hear, "Fuck you."
Oh, that's what you meant about getting it up.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the 3 flights of stairs.
Max, that didn't insult you at all, even just a teeny bit. You didn't feel a little, I don't know, downgraded there, kind of like chopped liver.
What do you mean? Oh,
Well, you say the name Slash, and it's just boom, gone. Oh, is it 60s free love in
Listen,
Hollywood?
I had 4 other girlfriends, so it didn't matter. And
Okay.
she brought me all her girlfriends too. So
Oh
Things
wow.
were crazy back then.
Yeah,
It's a Hollywood
it's
kind
a life
of
of a
thing.
rock
Were
star.
you hallucinating?
so that's Slash.
Were you
One
hallucinating?
One story of Slash.
This is the end. Beautiful friend, the end.
Morrison I didn't meet,
Oh my
but I
goodness.
sat on his limo and guarded it from all the crazed drug addicts backstage for him.
Oh, so you guarded it from himself.
Something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope none of them are listening.
Hallelujah!
Does ZZ Top still have all their beards, Max? Somebody just asked me that the other day.
Frank Beard is the only one that does not have a beard.
Really?
How's that? Is that funny?
That's irony
Very
for
funny.
you. Real day irony right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, though. I've heard that, though. Yeah, he's the only one that does not have the beard.
Yeah.
Do you know when he lost it?
Do they condition those things? I mean, do they braid
have
them?
to.
They have to do something with them. I mean, how old is that
We
hair?
don't talk
Jesus.
about conditioner, when we're hanging out. It's kind of,
It's kind of masculine.
Boy, I'll tell you, though, if he's...
you know that beard that runs down the edge, and that's the conditioner.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
it's really too bad we have lawyers and these things called lawsuits because, man, I tell you, stories would just be rolling.
Yeah.
And I don't even have half of them. The Billy stories that I know are out there, sworn under penalty of death to keep my mouth shut, that he doesn't even know I know. And he's not even one of the wildest ones.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Well, that's a friend indeed. When you've got things under taps, it's a friend indeed. Whether you can make a buck off it or not. Amen, brother. You're a friend.
I don't think Max does it because he's a good friend. I think he ultimately does it so he doesn't get his behind sued.
Well,
he wants to tell his stories.
Keep your life, get sued, or a friend, whatever. It's all of the above, right?
Yeah, all of the above.
There you go.
Yeah.
All the above. Well, I'm glad I'm not a celebrity. There'll be enough stories about me around here.
You're kind of a celebrity, Max. I've got a few
Tonight
stories
you are
about
a
you.
celebrity.
Tonight I'm a
Max,
celebrity.
if I could say so. Tonight on the Brian McKenzie Show, extended version of Happy Hour with Cameron and Melissa, you are a celebrity tonight.
Hi, Mom. You got to do that one.
Yeah, well, you forgot the ex-girlfriends.
Absolutely.
Who else?
Is your
Who
mom
else?
listening tonight, by the way?
I doubt it. It's way past her bedtime. She's
Isn't
out
it
in
past your
Florida.
bedtime too, Max?
She's out in Florida. Well, I
I'm
just got up.
teasing
You
you.
woke me up 2 hours
That's
ago.
okay.
I did. I
Guys,
woke Max
listen.
up to get on the show
What's a
here.
good? Anybody know who Zach Wilde is?
Name sounds familiar. Who is he? Zach
Wilde.
Wilde.
Is oh my god. Well, anyway, Ozzy's guitar player after Randy Rhoads and after God, what was the guy after Randy Rhoads? But anyway, yeah, Zach Wilde is the guy with really long hair. He looks like a Hell's Angels, like a biker. He's complete madman. Oh well, anyway.
Well, he's got to
It
be
would-
to work with Ozzy. Come on
It
now.
would go over.
Mr. Crawley!
You got to know what the guy looks like to appreciate the story of Zach and I playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots and drinking beer. If you don't understand what Zach looks like, it goes
Well, that's
right
what
over
you
your
do in
head.
spare time.
No, but Zach brought over Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Hey, hand me that bong and get ready for my rematch.
Oh my God.
Sharon Osbourne gave him to him for his birthday. So we closed my shop. We closed the door because he always brings a 6-pack of beer too. And we get in there, and make a long story short, we modified the shit out of this Rock'em Sock'em Robot thing because I had it when I was kids. When I was a kid.
I had
and
one
I
of
could-
those
yeah,
things, yeah.
They're still around. That thing is still around. So we extended the reach of the arms. We added rubber bands for more power. We put lead weights in, and we're drinking this beer.
Transformer.
And after about 4 hours, we're in there screaming our heads off like, "I'll kill you, you motherfucker!" punching him, and people are outside like the whole. This was like the whole music store area in L.A. People were for days thought like somebody had been killed in there. They didn't know it was like Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
It was very volatile.
You got creative with your robots there.
Yeah.
Oh man, we
You transformed
We had
them.
I would come back to the. I'd go for lunch. I had
Max
this
is good
music
with his
store
hands,
in
by
LA,
the way.
and I'd come back for lunch or something.
Oh.
Or what?
She said you were good with your hands.
I just wanted everyone to know that you're very good with your
All right, I'm
hands.
That's
getting
right.
jealous now, Melissa. You know, I thought we had something with these Daisy Dukes going
Well,
on. Now
I
I'm getting
have
jealous.
my own celebrity story, but we'll tell
All
that
right,
another
Max.
time.
I was being really nice to you before, Max. Now I'm not going to be so nice. I'm getting jealous.
Jealous? Should I bring a disc sometime?
Absolutely.
Not the naked pictures of me, Max. Please, thank you.
How about the ones where I'm running interference?
No, I'm trying to keep those suppressed. Okay. Come on
Just
now.
kidding,
I'm trying to
just
build a new reputation here. Jesus, you hear
Can
that?
I hear Nip Tuck segment again?
I can't escape this. I can't escape it. You know, you pose naked in front of a camera once, and it will never, ever. You'll live with it forever, folks. I just want you to know that. Cammie,
Please
keep
don't
your
let it
clothes
happen
on.
again.
Yeah.
Cammie, keep your clothes on, baby. But I think I saw some pictures already, so you didn't do it. Hold on. Here he goes.
Put my pussy on my lips.
Nip Tuck, we love you. Put my pussy on my lips.
Yeah, I remember that damn clip now. I remember it. There's better clips than that. Come
That's the best one.
Put my pussy on my lips.
What about the one where there's the two chicks with Christian and they're like, who are you going to screw first? I mean, I like that one. You should have had that one. Anyway.
This is classic.
Yeah, it is classic.
Do it.
Which lips are you kissing?
Put my pussy
They're
on
playing
my
elevator
lips.
music. They're playing elevator porn music right now, Max. And there's this clip from Nip Tuck where she says, "Put my pussy on my lips," okay? Because basically she got her lips burned off in a terrible accident, and they're gonna take skin from her labia and put it onto her lips to reform them. However, the catch is she has a very traditional Jewish, is that right, husband?
I think so.
Who doesn't believe in
That stuff.
going down on a woman, any kind of oral experience. So she's getting pleasure out of the fact knowing that she's going to have some skin from her vagina on her face and her husband's never going to
I
know.
want
That's
him to
the
hear
clip
it.
they
I
keep
want you to
playing.
hear it.
Okay, we're going to play it again for Max.
I want Max to hear it. Can you play it again?
Do it.
This is for you, Max.
Put my pussy on my lips.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what she says. Put my pussy on my lips. They really like that clip. That's
Nip Tucky.
Put my pussy on my lips.
Hold on. I'm going to redo it, though, for everybody.
if I put my pussy on my lips right now, will you guys stop playing that damn clip?
Hold on. I'm going to do it, though, like you see it in the movie.
Cameron, you don't have a pussy.
Okay, hold on, guys. This is camera shot.
Oh God.
Okay, this is from Nip Tuck, okay?
Oh my God.
Nip Tuck.
It's just as unappealing as the show.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Pussy
Put my
on my
pussy
lips.
on my lips. Okay, guys.
Oh my God.
That's enough of that nonsense.
Yeah.
This is Cameron Cooper and Melissa with an extended version of Happy Hour. We've got guest Max on board right now. Max, I want to go into some of the conspiracy theories that you've got.
Oh.
After the break,
Yep.
we'll be back with you in 2+2, like Chuck Lorre used to say on Love Connection.
Kid.
You're listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.
Visit us on the web at www.coolwavepictures.com/radio.
Wavelength Radio presents Happy Hour with Cameron Cooper.
Come together right now over me.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Cameron and Melissa with an extended version of Happy Hour Wednesday night. We've got our guest here, Max, good friend of mine. Ladies, back off. He's mine. Anyway, Max, we were just talking about some celebrity experiences, and you got the pleasure of knowing what pussy on my lips was from the Nip Tucks, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, now we're going to talk about some interesting conspiracy theories, because Max has some very unique opinions on some past events here in America, and I love hearing him talk about them. It's very fascinating. Max, you got one in particular you want to pluck out?
Well, let's see. It's funny that you said I have some very interesting opinions, because actually I only read the stuff that is fairly proven. But I'll tell you what, anyone who wants to really dig into this thing, the main thing that you hear, let's say, for instance, the Twin Towers. Everybody says, oh, well, it couldn't have been a conspiracy because you'd have so many people involved, you couldn't keep that undercover. Right. Somebody would blah, 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 blah. Well, you got to get a book called Tragedy and Hope by, what was his name? He was a professor at Georgetown University. Anyway, get a book called Tragedy and Hope if you can find it, and read the segment, the section, the chapter, whatever it's called, on the building of the atomic bomb. And you want to talk about, they built 2 towns, 100,000 people each, all government employees. The whole atomic bomb was done completely in secret. It was, and it was kept completely secret.
So, like, they had these facilities with these people, but they were probably, you're saying they were, like, on lockdown. They weren't, nobody went in, nobody went out type of thing.
No, they looked like ordinary towns. But they were just all government employees.
Right, so
it took
but they had it on lockdown, right? Because, they couldn't let people in, right? No?
I don't know exactly how that worked. That's not really in the book.
Okay.
But this guy got a hold of, he was given access to State Department records. So this is not like some theory or word of mouth. This is all State Department records. The whole book actually will blow your mind if you can read it. It's about 1,200 pages. But just read the segment on the building of the bomb. And I'll give you one example. They had to build 2 cyclotrons, one in Washington State and one in, I think, Virginia. And you couldn't get copper wire during the war. Copper was for the war effort. So they stole or snuck all of the silver bullion out of Fort Knox.
Oh, wow.
Turned it into wire and built their cyclotrons.
No
this was done completely undercover. Congress never knew. They never ran any bills through. They never got permission. They just did it. Wow. That's only one example of what they did to pull off the bomb. So you read that and then say 200,000 people can't keep a secret.
Yeah. No.
If I could interject here, Max and Melissa,
sure.
About the towns that were maybe government-induced towns. The only way to make that plausible and believable would be to have an infiltration of regular residences or citizens into the community and infiltrate them in. But the whole layout of the town and its governmental running attribute would be done by this entity that has composed and created this town. And then to make it believable is that you infiltrate these regular residences in, and you present to them, the town cafe, the town gas station, the town bank, and the town mayor, and these things that are all controlled, but it's all underground. And these regular citizens, like yourself and me and Melissa, we come into the town and we become part of it, but we don't realize what's going on. And that's the way these entities of these government-controlled towns is done. And I believe that happens many times for many different situations. Whether it is...
That's crazy. How does nobody figure that out? I mean, how would we never pick up on that?
Well, you wouldn't know. Well, you just wouldn't know.
The media is completely... Okay, if you study 1914, J.P. Morgan, E.I. DuPont, and John D. Rockefeller, 3 of them got together and said, we need to control public opinion. So they put they hired their experts. They said, okay, and this is a matter of record. This is not a conspiracy theory. You can look this up. And they said, okay, we want to know what it will take to control public opinion. It took about 1.5 years of research, and the guys came back and said, you need to buy or control the editors of these 75 most influential newspapers. Or maybe it was 25 or 75. But by 1917, they controlled they either owned all those papers or owned most of them and controlled the editorial content of the rest. So that's since 1917 they've controlled the press.
Yeah.
So I mean that's why news doesn't come out. Hey, you know, I went through things like, I'll tell you what, one of the things got me started. I went to a thing called Woodstock.
Oh yeah.
It was a very mellow. It was cool. I get home and
A very planned event, though. Yeah.
everybody's screaming, "Oh my God, you're alive!" I'm like, "Of course I'm alive." What? I start reading the newspaper. My old man was going to rent a helicopter and come and save me. This is what the media was putting out, mostly over the radio. And yeah, they said it was like, you know, massive drug overdoses and just riots, all kinds of shit. So I'm getting back there. I get home and I go, wow, that's the New York Times. You know, that's the radio. They just lie blatantly. I go, no.
They have their agenda.
It didn't happen.
Yeah.
So they can cover stuff up. They can make up whatever they want. It's not a conspiracy theory.
It's pretty
As far as
scary,
the controlled
though.
media.
It's scary,
I mean,
though.
As far as like, what is the realistically or the plausibility of having a controlled or government issued city or township, you know, where everybody in the township pretty much is laid out as part of the
Well, ultimately,
as a game.
in one way or
It's
another,
like,
isn't that what
look
Phoenix
at our
is?
country. Look at our media. Look at our country now. Look at our president and our government structure. It's like
Yeah,
right now, how
absolutely.
much do we get fed that is accurate?
Oh, yeah.
You know, we are a controlled society.
Yeah.
The government has been controlling us for years
Absolutely.
as far as what we listen to, what we want to eat,
What we're allowed to see.
what we're allowed to see,
Yeah, whose tit pops out of whose bra. Yeah.
you know, and keeping us to certain economic income levels,
Yeah.
okay, and then allowing certain substances like alcohol to give us a release, because I guarantee you,
Well, and now they're
prohibition was
punishing
one
us.
thing.
Now they're punishing us for using that. You know, they
Well, they
legalized
punish
alcohol.
you, but they allow it.
They allow it, but they punish you ultimately.
But they allow it to be there, though.
Well, they're not really punishing you.
But I
They're
tell you
just
what.
making money.
Yeah.
They're making money off it.
Same difference. They're punishing me while they're making money. I'd rather them just bend me over their knee. You know, it'd be
Yeah.
a little bit more fun.
Come here. I got 2 knees.
But all of this is a very controlled society, a very controlled governmental situation. You know, none of this is really, if you open your eyes, none of this is really going to make sense to you.
No. But
when you
free
get
will.
caught into that 9 to 5,
Right.
you're paying your bills, you're getting up,
Working
you're
for
going
the
to
man.
work, how can I make rent? How can I pay my utility bill? How can I
Right.
get food on the table? I'm going to search, the government's going to help me and give me food stamps, or they're going to give me some assistance on my utility bill, or they're going to
Right.
give me this or give me that.
And in the
you know?
meantime, they're
Then
giving
you're
me
no
the
longer really
illusion
looking
of free
at
will.
anything except
Yeah.
me. It's
Right.
a me. But what if you opened your eyes and you had the luxury and the complacency of like just being me and looking and observing and seeing what's going on around me
Right.
in my society, in my government, in my city, in my county, in my state, in my United States of America.
Right.
I think you would actually begin to see that we are very, very controlled, and we have been for ages.
Well, I think most Americans think ignorance is bliss. I mean, I think most
It
of us
is.
turn our head. Yeah, we don't seek the information. We just kind of take it at face value and continue on our mundane little ants marching lives. And you know, when this kind of stuff pops up, we call it a conspiracy theory. But ultimately, it's just the truth, the big ugly truth that rears its head that nobody wants to pay attention to, because that would distract us from playing video games and cooking steak for dinner and going to the strip club for our birthday.
Hey! You hit the nail on the head, honey.
Thank you very
did.
much. It's true.
Yeah, we want to close our eyes and stick our head in the sand.
We're
It's
ignorant.
much easier.
But
Right,
we're the
exactly.
first. We're the first. Oh, I'm sorry, Max. I was just going to say we're the first ones to stand up and yell and scream conspiracy when things don't go our way. That's what I love about Americans. We are ignorant and blind until something is affecting us directly, and we can't buy steak anymore. And suddenly our SUV has to go bye-bye, and now we're pissed. Whose fault is it? Who do we point the finger at? And we want the info now. So yeah,
And you know, and worldwide, we're the spoiled brat rich kid bully.
yeah.
Of course, we're so in hock right now. We're not really so much the rich kid anymore. That's coming apart. But
Yeah.
We're
yeah,
the
if you- if you get
overextended
the-
rich kid.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. We're in debt.
right. Well, we are the bully. I mean, if
Our
you,
credit card is almost maxed.
Yeah.
If you study, you know, if actually what I was going to say was the first thing to do on a show of what? Well, not conspiracy, but anyway, would be to go and look up the word imperialism.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, I mean, I'm sure most people in the U.S. have no idea what that means.
Right.
And have no idea that that's who we are.
Tell us what imperialism is, actually. Give me the definition of imperialism.
Educate us, Max.
Tell us.
I don't know.
No, seriously. No, really, imperialism, what is
to
it?
actually define it? Well, imperialism means you go out and you take over other countries, other peoples.
Means bully, basically.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Spain did it at some point very early on. England did it. And America is the latest, and we're the biggest and most successful of all. And there's on the web you can find, I think, 100 years of military interventions. And it's a list of of major military interventions in the last 100 years. And a lot of them, most of them are, taking over and controlling smaller countries. I mean, I think we started with the Philippines. But we always go in as, we're the nice guy, benevolent. And if you really study, and I don't mean in college, sorry, but if you really go and find books and study, what we've really been doing.
Yeah.
You know what? Another guy. It's very hard to find these books. Anthony C. Sutton. He's got Wall Street and FDR, Wall Street and the Bolshevik Revolution, and Wall Street, and there's a third one, and then there's also a 3-part series on how we built Russia financially and technologically.
And you know what that is?
It's impossible to get those books. Virtually impossible. I mean, the 3-part series you cannot find. But he went all State Department records. And actually, you should just find them and read them yourself. I'm not going to bother saying it because you wouldn't believe it.
If you open your eyes, like Cameron said, I mean, it's pretty much quid pro quo, I think, America. But anyway, when we help other countries. So we're wrapping it up. But Max, you wanted to do a real film spot about your.
Hey,
you wanted
anyone
to
wants to
mention
get
your
in the
film
movie
really quick?
industry and get an easy executive producer credit on a documentary film, which I've already won 2 awards for just from the trailer, since the film's not finished. But anyway, for measly, probably, I don't know, 40 grand, you could get in on this thing. Just go to maxfilmco.com.
Awesome.
Fantastic, guys. This has been Happy Hour Extended Version with Melissa and our special guest tonight, Max. Thanks you so much for being here. And Max,
Cameron.
I would love to have you back again in the future. Very soon, actually. I love the conspiracy theories, and I love your talk and your dialogue. It's fantastic. Guys, thanks for being here. Coming up next at the 9 o'clock hour is Roundtable, and we look forward to it with Charles Peterson, Robin Egan, Melissa, and Cameron Cooper. We'll be back with you in a minute.
Peace out.
You're listening to Wavelength Radio from Cool Wave Pictures.